how to make attractive women obsessed with you. Listen, I've been both sides of the coin, right? I used to be such a nice guy when I was younger and out of shape. So I know how it feels to be ignored, to be ghosted, to be unwanted. And especially when you're putting your hard efforts into texting these girls through dating apps, to trying to set up dates, maybe even cancellations when you've got a date but you've been cancelled on. But over time, right, since I've got in shape and I've increased my confidence within myself, there's a couple of methods that I started to learn when it comes to women, how to actually make them obsessed over you. Look, just a quick disclaimer, yeah? I'm not a toxic guy, all right? But obviously over the years, and as you get older and you gain more experience with women, right, you will tend to understand that your masculinity as a man truly makes the biggest difference. But in this video, I'm gonna give you 3 methods that you don't wanna continuously spam, all right? Because these are quite toxic methods to get a female truly obsessed over you. All right, that being said, let's just get straight into the video, yeah? So number 1, you want to be ruthless and you want to stay true to yourself. What does that even mean, right? Okay, look, put it this way. When I was insecure and I was a nice guy, right, I used to come across as such a yes man, right? Like sometimes even when I was speaking to women, I low-key would filter out what I'm trying to say to them, right? Because I was so insecure in myself, I wanted to feel like I was like validated and I was accepted by, you know, external factors like women, right? But truth be told, you being ruthless and being ruthless in a sense of you're not filtering your words. You're not trying to come across as like, oh shit, like, and to make sure this girl actually likes me. And I need to make sure like, that we're not having no disagreements and we're all on the same page, all that bullshit, right? You don't want to be doing that. That does not make a woman truly obsessed over you. In fact, that actually makes her less attractive towards you. And that's how you end up in the friend zone. That's how I ended up in the friend zone many times. So you want to be ruthless. You want to say exactly how you're feeling. You want to say exactly what you're thinking, right? It's not about what you truly say. It's about how you say it. If you're coming across as a creep, and then of course it will sound creepy, right? Truth be told though, when I was skinny and out of shape, when I did try this method, it didn't really work. And I'll tell you why it didn't really work, right? So if you're out of shape right now, if you're overweight, you're fat, you're ugly, you don't take care of yourself, you're not actually on this self-improvement journey, this won't work for you. But if you are on this journey, right, and the more you build results, the more you take care of your skin, the more you take care of your facial hair, the more you actually take care of your physique and you start to build that sort of confidence within yourself, you can be more ruthless as time goes on. You can be more straight to the fucking point, is what I'm trying to say, right? And that comes across as confident to women, right? But I'm talking about you don't need to be hiding behind a filter of how you want to speak to them. You don't want to put them on a pedestal. You just want to be your true self. And truthfully, you want to just be confident in what you say, in everything you say. Number 2, this is one toxic trait that I've realized, right? And this made women so obsessed over me. And that was ignoring them over text. And you're probably thinking, wait, what? Ignoring them over text? What do you, like, why would you do that? Like, I thought you want to like speak to her. Yeah, you do, right? But my point is, you only want to ignore them over text once you know that she has a high interest in you. If she's got no interest in you, of course, yeah, obviously don't just start ignoring her texts, right? But I'm talking about when you're in like a conversation with a female and she's giving you, you know, some feedbacks, a lot more conversation, right? Now you know that she's truly into you. Now this is your time to slowly pull back, right? Because what happens is when you ignore her, subconsciously, as I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the video, right? Subconsciously, what she's thinking is, oh shit, am I not good enough? Why am I getting ignored? Why is he ignoring me? Right? And subconsciously, she wants that approval. So what does that do to her? That makes her want to chase you, especially when we live in a day and age like this year where men are so desperate, right? Constantly texting women, fucking sending massive paragraphs, right? Some essays of how they feel how they feel towards this girl, right? When you're getting messages like that, she's thinking like, this guy has the time in the world, sending me massive paragraphs about how he fucking feels about me and sending me roses and shit, trying to be this nice, like I'm some nice guy, right? On top of that, why are you sending paragraphs when you can just ring her? My point is, when you ignore her, she's gonna want your approval, right? But you only want to use this method sometimes. I'm not saying like ignore for the fucking rest of your life, because how are you gonna ever have a conversation with her ever after that? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about ignoring her, maybe leave her off on like red like 1-2 days, and then just message her, right? Again, these are quite toxic, right? So you don't want to be using these all the time. You just want to just know when to use them, right? But you want to understand the pulling away actually works in your favor, I promise you. On top of that, you shouldn't even be just speaking to one girl, man. Everyone gets in this habit, oh, like, I want to try to fall in love and shit. Nah, you don't want to be speaking to just one girl. In fact, you want to be having at least 3 to 4 to 5 women that you're speaking to, right? And out of them 5, one of them you might truly find like, all right, cool, you know what, I might want to spend more time with this one because I like her, right? You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, because that's how you're going to get hurt. That's the truth. So yeah, that's the second point, ignoring her texts when you know she's got high interest in you. Okay, so the third and final point is the most important one. So this one you need to actually learn by yourself, right? But this is something that you can implement. Like, as soon as I started to understand about number 3, bitch, I'm about to tell you, right? My whole fucking day in life changed, right? And this is take control and be a leader. When I started to actually speak to women, I always used to put the ball in their court. I'd always say, oh, where do you want to go eat? What do you want to go do? And that never makes a woman truly feel like, oh, like he's not really taking charge and control, right? It makes her become the leader and the person that has the ball in their court. It almost kind of puts her on a pedestal, because you're asking her like things of like, oh, like what do you want to do? And truthfully, you just need to kind of tell her exactly what you want to do. What do you want to do? Not her, right? And instead of you going into her world and seeing her world, you need to bring her into your world, right? Everyone's got their own little lives going on, right? But you need to bring her into your world. You got to show her your lifestyle, not you going into her lifestyle. So my point is, you want to take her to the restaurants that you like, right? And instead of you asking her, do you want to go over here? You tell her, look, I'm going to be going to this restaurant at this time. You're more than welcome to join me, right? That changed the whole perspective. It looks like you have your life already planned out. It looks like she's an addition to your lifestyle, right? It's not like you are taking her there. You're going there regardless. Do you want to join me, right? It shows that she is literally following you. You're the leader. You're the man in control, right? And that low-key makes her behave so crazy about you. She will start to get so crazy about you, because again, it shows that you have leadership skills. It shows that you have a sense of control in your life. It shows subconsciously that that's the type of man I want to be with. I want to sit in the passenger. I want to sit in the passy fucking princess seat whilst my man's taking me here, my man's taking me there, and I want to enjoy the journey, right? Girls don't want to think, right? Girls want to live freely in this fucking fantasy world, right? And you have to be the leader. You have to lead the way. You got to set up the directions and get there, right? She needs to follow your lead, not you follow her lead, right? So the ball's in your court. And I guarantee you, the more you kind of say that perspective in a way where you ask her to join you, because you're about to go to this restaurant, or you're about to go to the gym at this time, you're more than welcome to join me. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, we can go get some food or whatever, right? She's joining your world. And that's a whole new perspective, because I never truly understood that, right? I always used to put it in their position. Where do you want to go eat? Oh yeah, cool, yeah, cool, we'll go there. But in fact, it's actually making you look like a bitch. That's the truth. That's the truth. I didn't understand that, right? But the moment I started doing that, my whole dating life shifted, man. Because women start to respect me a lot more, right? They want to be around me way more often, because they didn't have to even think about anything. Things were already done, right? Because I was already busy. I've already got things to do. going places here, going to certain events, going to certain restaurants, meeting certain people, going to the gym, right? She was just like, this girl is just a +1, bro, right? But she's enjoying the lifestyle, right? She ain't got to think. She's happy just following you around. So yeah, that's the third one. Learn to take control of your life and be a leader. That one's not truly toxic, but that's something that as a man we need to learn, man. That's something that I had to learn myself, right? And the moment I kind of learned that, again, women start to become so obsessive over me, right? Like, I remember I was dating a couple of women, right? At one time, to be fair. And they'd be ringing me like continuously every evening, trying to like, and I'm just saying, look, I'm busy right now. I can't be coming over, right? She's like, no, just it's fine. Just come late after you're done. I'm like, I can't be coming over. Like, I got shit to do in the morning, right? And because I was more busy, they wanted my time. I wasn't always free, right? But they became so obsessive. So yeah, so you don't want to be using all these traits all the time, but the third one is the most important one. That is just how you need to shift your perspective and how to actually build your frame as a man, right? That being said, if this video was helpful, please leave a like down below. I appreciate your time. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.